listen, I have got my October Privada Cigar Club box. Pretty excited. Of course, Privada Cigar Club. $25 a month. Flat rate shipping. I think flat rate shipping is like $5.95. It comes out to like $31 a month. Ships you 3 rare cigars, hard to find cigars every month. And Brian also sends you his tasting notes over there from Privada Cigar Club. I think my lighter went out. First lighter went out. Keep a spare. Always gotta have a spare. So anyways, this week, one big thing I was watching on the channel of Privada Cigar Club, and I really took that into account in talking about your smoking environment. And the thing about the smoking environment, which I really appreciated just listening to it, was, the environment that you smoke in is important. Being in the environment that you can smoke in, it carries the smoke out, but it's also not, blowing the smoke in your face. And they were talking about smoking on a beach. There have been times when I thought it'd be a good idea. I'm about to go to the beach. I was in Trinidad with my wife. Thought I'm going to take a cigar to the beach. It was not a good idea. Did not go how I thought it would go. So if you get a chance, check out Brian over at Privada Cigar Club's channel. They give you a lot of good advice on cigars, on how to smoke cigars, so forth and so on. Once again, this is my farm road. We'll talk about that here in a second. Put that off to the side. But the Privada Cigar Club package for October. Last month, I really enjoyed last month. I mean, he gave me some cigars that I would have never ventured and purchased. One thing I will say is one of the local cigar shops that Brian supports, he's all about brick and mortars, not necessarily smoking in them, but at least walking in and supporting them. It's right near me in Frisco, Texas. So I went there, bought some cigars on the recommendation of Brian. So I appreciate that as well. But let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay. I might need an explanation on this one. I actually might need an explanation on this one. I mean, just from the looks of it, other than the color of the wrapper, they seem to be like the same company. Okay, no. Okay, so the band is Privada Cigar Club band. So this is new. I haven't seen this yet. This seems to be some trick or treat. This is a peanut butter cup. Peanut butter cup. All right. This one's literally called Trick, and this one's called Treat. So let's see what we got here. He has listed here the Treat. It's aged 7 years. Got you. So all 3 of these cigars, they're banded with Privada Cigar Club's banding, so they're not actually named cigars. I like that. So instead of sending them to you naked, really, Brian threw on his own band. I can appreciate stuff like that. I'm not going to read the detailed notes for all these. I'm going to tell you that Brian has basically got my palate down to a T, right? So we talked about Treat. So Treat is a 2013 cigar. It's aged 7 years. The wrapper's Ecuadorian. It's a hybrid Habano. And let's see, it's a Cuban C, expertly grown and crossbred wrapper. These things are about $90 for a 4-pack. So the Treat by itself, $90 for a 4-pack. I mean, that's like almost $23. Am I right? About what? About $25 would make $100. So this one by itself is almost the value of the package that I paid this month. So this is going to be something here. Brian has this listed as having a faint hint of cumin or chili powder. Now, I never get chili powder or cumin whenever I smoke cigars. But this is the thing. When Brian sends you his notes, if you set your environment up correctly, and I have a decent environment for smoking cigars, you know, you set your environment up correctly, you can sit down and you can really enjoy those notes. And you can also suggest his pairing. So his pairing suggestions is cinnamon toast crunch, peanut butter, anything, but especially cookies, cognac, tiramisu, caramel or caramel. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're from, how you say that. He says, try eating a caramel sundae an hour before you smoke this. A Belgian beer, I won't be doing that. Apple pie, apple moonshine, apple and honey slices. So basically, sweet, sweet, sweet. Enjoy this with something sweet. I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the cabinet because my 5-year-old can't get enough of it. So I definitely will be trying that with his pairing notes. The next one here is called the PB Cup. The PB Cup, it's a nice darker wrapper on here. The gauge is a little bit bigger than kind of what I normally would try, but you know, I do trust Privada Cigar Club. Just, you know, sending me something I would be definitely interested in. So the PB Cup, it says it's aged 4 years, so it's a 2016 cigar. Let's look at some of these notes. These guys use a white band, but their name begins with an A. So I don't know what that is. I'm going to research it. But if y'all know who uses a white band, name begins with an A, leave it in the comments below. Some of the tasting notes he has here is sweet chocolate, barnyard. Now I will stop here. I do get barnyard on some of the cigars I smoke. Not because I was raised in a barnyard, but when I was a kid, every summer, my grandparents took me to Mississippi. And I would go to my uncle's pig slaughtering farm, and I would help him, in essence, castrate the pigs. And so I learned a lot about the smells of the barnyard. So I get barnyard on some cigars. Dried fruit on the body. He says the foot has a milk chocolate, plain cashews, and rich tobacco. Because I eat so many cashews, I usually have cashews out here with me that hopefully I'm able to pick up on stuff like that. He has a lot of other tasting notes, but I'm going to skip to some of his pairing suggestions for the 2016 PB Cup. He suggests pairing it with a pad thai. I've never had pad thai. Or maybe I have once. A George Dickelbon, a porter or stout beer, chocolate or chocolate cake. I'm willing to do that. Fudge anything. Bagels with cream cheese. Medium roast coffee. But I won't do the cream or the sugar. But I will do dark rum. Maybe I can do medium roast coffee black. But if you're saying I gotta do with sugar, Brian, I think I would be willing to try. But I haven't had cream and sugar in my coffee since 2012. So it actually is very hard for me to do when there's anything in my coffee. But it might be something I might be willing to try. So yeah, I'm just saying. And last but not least, the trick. The trick. No, I'm not talking about some scandalous woman. I'm talking about this trick cigar right here, 2008, aged 12 years. It's a Connecticut shade cigar. So that's my thing. I really love Connecticut wrappers, Connecticut shade, anything that wrapper usually gives me a morning vibe. You know, Brian will usually give you a time of day when he suggests that you smoke it. But anything you start with Connecticut, I'm all about that. Some of his tasting notes he has on this cigar is hay, honey, aged cedar. Let's stop right there. Now, aged cedar, I was watching some of the videos that Brian was talking about how to taste wood on cigars. I do a lot of woodworking in this garage. So oftentimes I get literally the taste of wood. Like, okay, pause. I get the taste of any type of wood, sawdust or anything like that is in the air. Sometimes I don't have a mask on. I know I should be wearing a mask, but I get a little bit of taste of that sawdust, and I can understand the concept of taste of cedar. So that's something I can definitely look for. Hay, salt water. Let's see. And it has a muskiness on the cold draw. I usually forget the cold draw cigars. I know you should sit and enjoy them and do stuff like that. But I mean, you already know some of my big things on cigars, not necessarily the cold draw, but how well does it draw? How does it last in my 5-minute test? Y'all know I've kind of made up a 5-minute test. When I'm out here working in the garage, Can I walk away from a cigar for 5 minutes, come back to it, and not have to respark it? I guarantee this cigar is not going to pass the 5 minute test. I don't know if I've been talking 5 minutes, but it's usually not that type of cigar. I'm not even going to tell you what this is. Rip the band off because I don't even want you making fun of me for the cigar that I'm having. Okay, maybe it did pass the 5 minute test. It's been about 5 minutes, right? Here he has some of the parent notes. It's caramel again. Rice pudding with cinnamon. I like rice pudding sometimes. Wheated bourbon. I got some wheated bourbon back there. I got rye bourbon back there. Maker's Mark. Pilsner beers. Buttered toast. After a breakfast of French toast. Dark roast coffee. Can make that happen. Special K. All right. Or with some candied nuts. So this is definitely going to be the type of cigar that I have in the morning. Lately, I've been kind of going up to 2 cigars a day. So how I use Privada Cigar Club is he sends me, he being Brian over at Privada Cigar, sends me suggestions of cigars that he think I may like. If I like them, I'm back on their website purchasing them. It's like a revolving door. And I have no issues with that at all. None at all. Been doing this for months. I'm telling you, if they have a spot open, last time I checked, the club was closed. But if they have a spot open, get on the email list. If a spot becomes available, sign up for the club. He's going to learn your palate. He's going to send you out some bangers. It's going to be some stuff you enjoy. I'm not going to guarantee it because I'm not giving you any money if it doesn't. But I'm telling you, I like it. But another thing I like to do is I pay the $20 additional per month and I get the Farm Road. The Farm Road is an addition to your Privada Cigar Club membership. It's an extra $20 a month. He sends you 4 unbanded cigars. These 4 unbanded cigars are always worth more than the $20 you pay. As I mentioned, one of these cigars over here, a 4-pack is $90. I didn't even read to see what the other 2 were worth. But that one cigar alone was worth the value of the Privada Cigar Club membership. So now I got these 4 unbanded cigars, right? And loving this shade. Just poured it out. I can already see right now this type of shade that I like to see. And it doesn't fail that Brian's going to give you something interesting to look at. He gives you a description of the item. He gives you a description of the gauge and the length of the cigar so you can kind of determine which one goes with which. He still gives you tasting notes and he tells you the best time of day to smoke the specific cigar. So when he sends you the Farm Road, what he does is he tells you a description and the factory where they came from, right? So this first one here is a Fernandez Nicaraguan, a 5x54 Habano Robusto. And he talks about it's earth, cream, coca, caramel, pepper, cedar, leather, and he tells you the time of day to smoke it. And this is definitely an afternoon or evening type cigar. Definitely something I'm going to try to enjoy. I can already tell here, this is the Fernandez Nicaraguan, a Corona Gorda. And I can just tell by this wrapper that it's definitely going to have this cream, nut, cedar. The cream is something I look forward to seeing if I can taste. This is a morning or an afternoon cigar. Definitely going to be all over that. A Fernandez Nicaraguan, 7x52, a broadleaf Churchill. Really, really nice cigar. Tasting notes he has here is a fruit, chocolate, leather, and an earth or espresso. And he suggests smoking this cigar at night. Definitely something I will be doing. Finally, we have a Fernandez Nicaraguan. This is a box press. San Andreas Church. It has a taste of leather, black pepper, mocha, coffee, cherry, sweet. And he suggests smoking this in the morning. And I guess because I see the wrapper, I would be led to believe that this wouldn't be a morning cigar. But this is why I get surprised with Privada. Because don't think you know what you don't know. And I don't ever try to pretend like I know what I don't know. Because I don't. But I'm going to definitely try it out. That is the October Privada Cigar Club box. I can't wait, man. Like, I'm going to enjoy these. Definitely take my notes. Y'all know I take notes. My little cigar Bible here keeps all my notes for any cigar I get, and I promise you, I actively take notes on the cigars that I smoke. There are cigars in here that were so trash, they barely filled up half a page. Then there's some cigars in here that were so good that I damn near wrote on the front and back of pages. So I think that's important too, man. Take some notes about the things you're enjoying. If you have a little bit of me time, you time, whatever, take advantage of it. Like, just dive in, enjoy the moment. You know, I really am glad y'all stopped by again. And I'm going to be definitely continue to post here. Check out my other channel, Marine X. I'm about to get ready to do a review, a tour of my bug out bag. Bug out bag for a family of 4. What do I keep in there? What happens if some shit goes down? Where do I got to go? I'm going to show you the MREs. I'm going to show you the clothes. I'm going to show you all the stuff that's in there and try to help me and my family survive. And also keep some cigars in there too. But I'm just saying. But until next time, I'll see y'all soon, and I appreciate it. Let's see if this passed. I think this one is this is an 8-minute test. Let's see if this does it. No, that doesn't pass. I don't know. This video is already going to be long. Y'all take it easy.